Hey guys, welcome back to Planet George. First off, thank you all for watching this video. I also want to apologise for any profanity that may happen during the course of this video. I may have drank some beers, so my filters were maybe not in place as much. So today, we made some chocolate brownies. Yeah, watch to the end. I think it's relatively entertaining, but yeah, enjoy. Hello, it has been some time. I hope everyone is doing well in these troubling times. I decided I would come back for a one and only special. It was going to be a Christmas special, but things came up, including alcohol, beer, whiskey, some tequila. So unfortunately this is not a Christmas special anymore. This is now just a New Year special, because we're still in the New Year, I guess. Today we are going to be doing George's famous beans as brownies, okay? This is a very simple recipe, okay? There's a few things you need. The first, you need a whisk or some kind of mixing device. You also need a bowl to give it a whisking. And then you need an undisclosed amount of water, preferably from a tap or spring, maybe some sparkling, depending if you're feeling a bit fancy or not. Personal preference. Then you need some eggs, maybe 2, maybe 3. I'm not really sure yet, we'll find out. And then this is one of the most important ingredients, okay? This is the beans of brownie recipe mix, okay? This is in Norwegian, so I'm going to translate it for everyone. This bit here, if it's going to focus, means beanses, okay? Or George's, okay? So in English, this top section here is George's, okay? So they translate to George's brownies, okay? I've actually patented this recipe. It's solely available in extras or maybe some kiwis, depending on certain shipping destinations. But yes, this is my very own recipe mix. George's brownies or beans' brownies, depending on how you translate it, okay? Yes. Woo! So, the next thing you're going to need is some alcohol. Alcohol of your choice. Our choice over here is Tuborg, okay? It's the cheapest. It's basically the Norwegian version of Carlsberg or maybe Carling, you know, that standard piss water. Yeah, you can use this. Or if you're feeling a little bit festive and a bit special, you can use the Corona Extra. This is really good at healing those coughs and headaches, I hear. So you can use this as well. It's personal preference. And the next thing you're going to need, this is the most important thing in this recipe. It's a drinking apparatus, okay? So when you're cooking, it's really important you do not cross-contaminate, okay? So for this, we have a drinking straw, okay? You can use a squirrely straw, but I personally prefer the straw glasses. They're out of the way, more ergonomic, and you can also put your prescription lenses in here if you need to read my wonderful brownie recipe, which you can see there. So these are my personal preference, okay? The next thing you're going to need is an apron, okay? It's really important that we always say, stay nice and safe when we're cooking. You never know what might happen. Maybe things will explode, maybe things will catch fire, especially when I'm around, you know, things kind of happen. But the most important thing about this apron is it has to have an area to hold your beverage. This wonderful apron here has this wicked pocket, which will slide a nice can in nice and easily. So here is my alcohol of choice, Tuborg, in a pint can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in, okay? This is maybe the most important step of the whole process, because this is what you're going to do to get started, okay? Just slide it in there, nice and good, and pop it. Make sure the foam doesn't come over, and then what you're going to do is you're going to jam your straw in there. There's a trick you can do with this. If you move the tab over, you can stick your straw in the tab, push it in so the straw doesn't come up. See how I've moved the tab? So now the straw is stuck in there, nice and safe. Make sure it reaches the bottom. There we are. Wonderful. And now we can drink. Another really good thing about these glasses is it gives you active cooling, okay? This is like liquid cooling, but for your computers, but for your face. When you're in the kitchen, things can get really warm. If you're like doing a stir fry, there's like fire sometimes. This is a really good thing to use, you know, liquid cooling to your face. Can't beat it. It's also really important we stay hydrated, okay? That's the #1 problem I find in my personal professional chefing experiences. People do not stay hydrated when they're cooking. It's really important that we do that, okay? Okay, so now we have started the step. We have inserted our beer can into our apron. Now, what we are going to do. Also you need a kitchen as well to do this. It's quite important to have a kitchen. You can do without a kitchen, but a kitchen is, you know, pretty useful to have. Sometimes I recommend putting the oven to preheat, but you know, it's not really necessary step. How the fuck does this thing work? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we are back with our professional kitchen setup. So I'll just take a drink. Yeah, so you have your whisk and you have your bowl. Next thing you're going to want to do is you want to get your George's brownie mix or Beans' brownie mix, and you're going to want to put it into this bowl. Make sure the bowl's clean. Just make sure it's clean before you start. This is probably fine, but it's kind of sort of important. It's not the end of the world, but yeah. Pop it open. Pop it open. Pour it in. So this smells really good because it's George's patented recipe. No one else has access to this in the world. Oh fuck, that's actually really good. So it's in the bowl. Give it a swirl. Give it a swirl. Give it a whirl, like so. Now you want to put your eggs in. Butter. Oh fuck, I forgot the butter. Oops. Yeah, scratch up. So we're going to need some butter as well. I forgot about the butter. I hope I have butter. If I don't have butter, this is going to get interesting. Eggs. Unos. Dos. You see how I did that with the egg crack? It's a really cool technique because it frees up the other hand for more drinking. Fuck, I might beer. Butter. Do I have 100? Ah, fuck. Oh no, shit. Making a mess. This is probably 250 grams of butter. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna jam it in the microwave to soften it up a little bit. That'll do. So yeah, open the microwave, put it in. So butter, just jam it on, turn it up, you know, it's only butter, it's not going to burn, right? Right? Now that the butter is doing its thing, what we can do is we can drink one of our beverages. This is just for a bit of extra hydration, just to keep our body fluids up. confession, it's been a really tiring process so far. So remember to have a beer whilst your butter is melting, okay? Not including your beer from here, this is a separate beer. This is our hydration beer, this is our pleasure beer, okay? Okay, now that beer's done, the butter should also be done now. Oh, look at that! Bloody lovely that is. To perfection. So now, that's just going to go in there, like that probably. We're going to bring this over so we can see. So, we have our buttery mix stuff. We're just going to pour some water in there, an undisclosed amount, however much you're feeling, and yeah, start mixing. This is the boring bit. This is where you need a machine. Maybe a little bit more water. Have a drink while you're doing this. So the mix is done. So you've already done your mix. Give it a taste. Give it another one. Yeah. That's brownie mix. That's good. Now we've determined that the mix we've actually made is brownie mix. Which is good. It's a very good thing. My head's not in shot here. This is annoying. I don't actually have a tripod with me, so I'm currently using my bike stand. So that's rather interesting. But yeah, okay, cool, sweet. So, the mix is done. Now what? Usually I'd have another beer while I wait for the oven to warm up, but I've already had a few beers and the oven's already warmed up because the SD card ran out. So, what we're doing now is getting a baking tray. There we are. One of these. You can sort of probably just put that in the oven like it is, but you're not going to have very nice brownies. It's going to be like liquid in the middle and cooked on the outside. So we're going to use a baking tray brownie mix thing. This is Pyrex, so this is probably good to go in the oven. At least I hope it's good to go in the oven, because it's the only one I have. Yeah, so it's pretty important that you put some butter on there, but unfortunately I don't have any more butter. So I'm just going to use some baking sheets and hope for the best, basically. I'm kind of like squatting right now because my height is really bad on the tripod or the bike stand. Baking sheets. Here's some I made earlier. Oh, is this deteriorating fast? Oh bloody hell! Oh frick. So now, pour this into baking tray. You may need something to help it out with. Spatula will probably do. My beer's out. So this opens up. Ignore the smoke coming up out of here. That's perfectly normal. And then this is gonna go in there, probably, for a undetermined amount of time. Focus, you fuck. There we go. Lovely. And then this here is like extra goodness you can just munch on. Okay, cool. So the brownies are in the oven, or probably finished. So we're gonna check on them. I haven't actually got a oven mitt, so I've kind of just been using some socks. Okay, I have my trusty oven mitt socks with the old Norwegian flag on. Fucking focus, you fuck. So we're gonna open it up. Oh, fuck, that's hot. Fuck. So apparently these socks don't work as oven mitts. Funny that. So this is probably good. Give it a poke. Yep, that's brownie, alright. So yeah. Now you want to let it sit for a while. Whilst it's sitting, grab another beer and have a drink.